Welcome back to another weekend prep video. I hope that you guys will come away from this video with some inspiration to get some cooking and cleaning done around your own house. I'm going to be going shopping. I have a kind of a little home decor haul to share with you. I am going to be putting together my coffee bar, which I love. I can't wait for you guys to see this. It turned out so good. I love it. And today's video is actually sponsored by Green Chef, so thank you to them. I'm going to be sharing later on in the video the meal that I made for dinner and how you guys can get $130 off plus free shipping on your first box. All that and lots more in today's weekend prep video. Let's get started. Good morning, guys. It is 10 a.m. on Saturday and we are about to get this weekend started with some errands. Right now I'm in the drive-thru getting a coffee. I gotta go get gas. I gotta drop some stuff off at Goodwill. I need to go to the post office and I need to go pick up Kira's glasses. We went to the eye doctor a couple weeks back and I ordered some more contacts. Kira got new glasses, so that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm super excited to set up my coffee bar this weekend, so I'll be showing that to you guys later today, probably. I decided to stop at Hobby Lobby. Look at these cute rainbow towels. I might have to grab one or two. I think it's funny they have these coasters here because I bought these on Amazon for Adam like, oh my gosh, probably a couple years ago, and they were way more expensive than this. In case you wanted some Dolly Parton merch, I've got a Dolly Parton tea kettle and some water bottles. Ray Dunn is cashing in on the Ray Dunn trend. These little whip, stir, mix, base. They're like little utensils. Those are cute. Actually, I don't need any more utensils, like probably ever in my life. Oh, look, there's a mini fridge. That's cute. Blender, popcorn machine, a toaster. Wow. These are actually kind of, well, I don't know. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. How much are they here? $11.99. They might be 40% off though, but still, you can get them for cheaper at the Dollar Tree. I feel like there's so much cool like wedding stuff now. I don't think they had this stuff when I was getting married, or if they did, I was too poor to buy it. Like, kind of makes me want to plan a wedding, even though I think that, well, this is unpopular opinion, but I kind of think that weddings are a waste of money. I mean, it's fun and everything, but we paid for ours. We didn't spend that much money on it, but if I could go back, I would have just taken that money and went on a trip instead. Just got done at Hobby Lobby. I didn't shop at Hobby Lobby for a while, and then I decided that I would be okay with going there every once in a while. I don't live in a town with a Hobby Lobby, so literally I probably go there like maybe once a year, if that. But it's honestly a really good place to get like decor and I don't know, a lot of it's very like cliche, you know, farmhouse decoration type stuff, but I did get a shelf for the bathroom downstairs and I got some things to decorate that, some things to decorate the coffee bar with, so I'll show you guys that when I get home. I'm gonna go to Costco next and I'm gonna do that in a different haul video, so you guys will probably already have seen that, and then I need to find something to eat for lunch. I don't know. I don't really want to go to a sit-down place because I don't really want to waste time doing that. But, I mean, I could always get a Costco hot dog, right? Or a piece of pizza. No, I'm going to stop somewhere. All right, we're going to do Pancheros because I haven't been there forever. And if you guys don't know what Pancheros is, it's like Chipotle, kind of. All right, so I got a chicken burrito bowl and some chips and guac to eat. So I got home from Costco, filmed my Costco haul. I still gotta go edit that and upload it tonight. I made dinner. I just cooked a few things that I got from Costco. Some fish in the oven and some fries and some broccoli. So that was super easy. But I wanted to show you guys what I got from Hobby Lobby. So I did get some little like faux plants and stuff like that because I want to use some of these to decorate my coffee bar. And then I did also get this wall mount shelf for the bathroom down here. Let me show you where I want to put it. This is our bathroom down here on the main floor, and it's very plain. I actually kind of want to put wallpaper on this wall, but Adam's like very against that. So I think what I might do is I might find a piece to hang here. I'm probably going to take that down and donate it because I've had it for years and years and years, and it's just very old and I'm tired of it. So what I'm going to have him do is put that shelf right there and then just use some decor to kind of spruce it up a little bit. So I think that will look nice because the finishing on the sink and stuff is that same like oil bronze and on the light too. So I think it'll match pretty well with that shelf. I don't remember where I got this. I don't want to call it art because it's not really a piece of art, it's a print. I think I got it at Dollar General maybe? I don't know, I can't remember, but it's time for me to pass it on probably. Okay, I thought this little faux plant was cute as well. And then I got this greenery pick. I'm not quite sure if it's gonna do what I envisioned it to do, which was to somehow fit inside this yellow pot, but we'll see. I don't know. I thought this would look neat on here somehow with a plant in it. So I'll see if I can get Adam to hang this up for me tomorrow and then I can decorate it with you guys. I have a tiered tray in the entryway that right now has Valentine's Day stuff on it. And it is not Valentine's Day anymore. And so I thought it would be cute to decorate it with some St. Patrick's Day things. So I got this little green truck. This isn't really St. Patrick's Day, but it's just a little wooden sign that says be happy. Pretty much everything I bought was 50% off because it was all this, spring collection or whatever, or maybe it was 40% off. Either way, I got this little clover. I thought that was cute. And then this little sign that says get your green on. And then I thought we either put this in the coffee bar or maybe on this shelf. I'm not sure. I also got this, which I thought was really pretty. It's just a little black saying. It says in a world where you can be anything, be kind. And then I got this for my little tiered tray in the front too. It's a little leprechaun and it has a rainbow. I thought that was super cute. And then they had these like felt garlands. I thought this one was really cute with like the felt pom-poms and the shamrocks. And I have that entryway table that sometimes I do like a garland on there, so I'll like drape it like that over the front of it. So I thought that would be fun to do. And then I don't think I have anything like any St. Patrick's Day hanging things for my front door. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on my front door, and I bought this wreath, so I can either use this or I can take this wreath from up that I have up there, which I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing because this one's bigger and so it kind of fits on the front door better. Put the shamrock thing in the middle of it, and then I think I'm gonna take that wreath and put it up there since it's just plain green. So we'll see tomorrow what I decide to do with that. I'm just gonna hang that there for now. And then I did get these two rainbow towels just because I thought they would be so cute here in the kitchen. So I got this one, which is just a rainbow pattern. This one says this is my happy place. And then I got this, well, it's not really a painting, whatever it is. This little graphic sign. It says be bold. I thought that this would look really nice on the coffee bar because I'm doing like a kind of a black and white theme, and bold as in like bold coffee. Haha, I know, right? And then since I'm not going to hang it on the wall, I just bought this little stand to put it on. So got that. I thought this was really cute. This little ceramic piece sign dealio. So I don't know, I'll find somewhere to put that. I just thought it was neat. I saw this and I was like, I have to get this for myself. It says I'm gonna wing it. Me about something I definitely shouldn't wing, which is pretty much the story of my life. So I don't know where I'm gonna put that, but I'll put it somewhere. And then I also got some coasters because we needed some new ones for the living room, and I still have my Christmas coasters out, so I need to put those away and use these instead. So that's everything that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm probably going to clean up the kitchen and go work on posting my video. Good Sunday morning. I am just making a simple breakfast this morning of some sausage and hash browns and eggs and toast. I got these sausages from my Misfits Market box, so we wanted to try those. I fried up some hash browns and then some eggs on the side. I also had some sourdough bread in the refrigerator. I want to try and get that used up this week, so I did make that into some toast, and here I am just putting a plate together for Adam. Connor actually had the same thing. He had hash browns and eggs. He didn't want any sausage, and I just made a plain bagel for him. He doesn't like cream cheese, so I just put butter on his bagel. All right, so here's our finished plate. We got some hash browns, sausage, eggs, and toast. So I usually don't eat breakfast on the weekends. My family likes to eat it, so I cook it for them. But I have been taking my greens every day along with my fiber, so I'm just going to fix that up for myself. I've got some cold water here, and I put my greens powder in there. And then I have also been taking iron because my iron levels were super low, and I'm feeling much, much better. I had a couple of questions where I got this. I just got it on Amazon, so I can link it down below. It's a liquid iron supplement, and then I also add some vitamin D because I was low on that too. And to counteract the side effects of the iron, I have been adding some fiber to my drink as well. This does make it a little bit thicker, but honestly, I like the taste of it because it's like a tropical flavor. So yeah, that's my little green juice. And Connor was like, "Ew, that's gross." Like, well, look, you know, when you're almost 40, you gotta start drinking greens and taking things you never thought you would before. So after breakfast, I needed to get the dishwasher loaded. So I'm just going ahead and doing that. On Sunday, I feel like I was pretty productive today. You guys will see in a little bit. I needed to get some work done in my office. You guys have sent me so many awesome things to my PO box, which I opened on a live video last week. So if you missed that, you can see it on my channel. I also did a Q&A in that video, a live Q&A. And so I wanted to work on my thank you notes. Thankfully, I was able to get all of those done. I still have all of my Christmas cards to send back to you guys. I've opened about half of them. I got a huge stack, so I do apologize that it's obviously late getting those back to you, but I'm one woman show, and I have to kind of do things as I have time to do them, so hopefully you don't mind. But I was able to get all of my Christmas cards out to my family prior to Christmas, or around Christmas. I would say around Christmas, the first of the year, so at least I was winning in that aspect, right? Another thing I wanted to ask you guys is if any of you have experience going to Universal Studios in Orlando and any tips related to that. That's where we are going to be going for spring break this year. It was kind of a spur of the moment decision, but Connor has really been asking to go on some roller coasters. And so rather than go to Disney, which I know my kids are a little bit old now for like the princess and Mickey stuff, which I know there's other things you can do at Disney, but I figured they would really enjoy Universal Studios. So we're going to be going down there, but we've never been before. So if you have any tips, let me know. We did get a package through Costco, so we're kind of like already staying on the property, and we have tickets to all of the parks. But yeah, I would love to know any tips that you guys have for that, because this will be our first time going. So my dishwasher is loaded up. I need to go ahead and get that started. I think I did 3 or 4 loads of dishes this weekend. Did you guys know that using your dishwasher actually uses half the amount of water that washing dishes by hand does? I just read that fact this weekend, so I thought that was interesting. I also needed to refill my container that I keep all of my dishwasher tabs in. It's just a glass jar that I keep under the sink so I can grab them quickly. And then I also have a big ball jar that I keep my garbage disposal cleaner in, so I just filled that up as well. All right, so it is almost 12:30 and I need to do some work like at my desk on my computer. I have a bunch of papers I need to file. I'm still trying to get all of our stuff together for our taxes so we can get those filed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 3 hours of what they call deep work. So I have a subscription to Cave Day, and it's something I discovered actually on Instagram. I can link their site down below. I think I have a coupon code, but essentially they offer like basically like a virtual workspace. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh my god, this sounds so stupid, because Adam told me the same thing. But basically it's a community where you can go into a Zoom meeting and you can either work in 1 or 3 hour sprints. So I have a 3-hour sprint this afternoon from 12:30 to 3:30. I have a bunch of things I want to get done in my office, and it really does help me focus. One of the things I really struggle with, and my therapist actually like suggested I get evaluated for ADHD, but I don't know if I'm gonna pursue that or not. But I at times have trouble focusing and getting like deep work done because I just get distracted by so many things, and this is really a good way to overcome that because you're working along with other people, so you kind of have some accountability. Now obviously you're not like talking and interacting with them, but I have found it really effective. So let me know if you guys have heard of it or if you've tried it before. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll kind of fill you in along the way as I get stuff done. And then after that, this afternoon and evening, I'm gonna work on some more laundry, cook dinner, finish my coffee coffee bar. I'm super excited to show you guys that. So yeah. All right, so I'm taking a break to do some laundry because I have some laundry to definitely catch up on. I have some I need to fold too. And then all the stuff I got at Costco yesterday, I need to get that washed too. So I'm gonna wash some towels, and I also have the rug from downstairs that's super dirty and needs washed. Add some centipedes. Those are gone. Someone asked me once if I accidentally put my detergent cap into the wash, and no, I don't do it by accident. I do it on purpose because it washes it out. I just have to show you guys, this is where Murphy always lays. Like, even when I'm working during the day, I'll get up and go to the bathroom and find him in here in Connor's room. He just, I don't know why, he just loves laying on his bed so much. He also sleeps in here at night, so with Connor, so I wonder if that's why, but oh, are you tired? Are you tired from doing nothing? I'm actually kind of surprised he's not downstairs with Adam, because normally when Adam's down there playing video games or watching TV, he lays down there with him because it's cool in the basement. Oh, buddy. All right, well, I need to finish up what I'm doing soon. Go downstairs and make dinner. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so here are all the thank you notes I got done, and I also got some other like email, paperwork, admin type things done. So I feel like I could have been a little bit more productive, but that's fine. I got done what I could. Now we're gonna go downstairs, figure out what to make for dinner, and start working on the coffee bar. So I'm back down in the kitchen, and I had some groceries and things that I needed to put away. Some cheese sticks to stock and some pepperoni wraps that I had gotten at the store. I just kind of wanted to get everything organized and back into the fridge. I also love this egg container, and I think that you can't put it in the dishwasher. In fact, I know you can't put it in the dishwasher because I have melted one before. But I like it because it does kind of keep your eggs safe, and it has a hard lid on the top so you can stack things on top of it in the refrigerator and make the most use of the space. And then I had all of these like Lunchable type things. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so it's really not the most effective. You guys would have seen all of this in my Walmart grocery haul that I just posted last weekend, but I really like using these clear fridge bins to organize things just because they kind of keep everything corralled, and it's easier for my kids to go in and grab what they want. Okay, now I'm going to get started washing and prepping a little bit of my produce. I did not get as much done in this area as I wanted to this weekend. I just had too many other things to do, and my priority is really my coffee bar. So I did just wash my strawberries. I just soaked them in vinegar water for about 10 minutes. Make sure I rinse them off really, really well. And then this is one of the new produce keepers that I got at Costco. I really, really like it. Do you know why? Because I can actually put it in the dishwasher. I have had several produce keepers that you cannot put in the dishwasher, and honestly it keeps me from using them some of the time because I just don't want to hand wash dishes. But these are really nice because you can put them in the dishwasher. So I'm just going to cut up my strawberries and put those on one side, and then I'll wash up some blackberries and put them on the other side. These do have a tray in the bottom, so if you have a type of vegetable or fruit that needs like hydration, you can put a couple of tablespoons of water in the bottom, and then it's kind of like a drip tray down there too, so if there's any moisture on the produce, it will fall to the bottom and won't get your produce wet and slimy. Same thing for my blackberries. I put those in my salad spinner, add a little bit of vinegar to the water, and let them soak for about 10 minutes. Sometimes I get asked how much vinegar I put in. I don't know. I don't measure it. I just put a few glugs in there and make sure it's diluted with the cold water. And sometimes people ask me too if the berries end up tasting like vinegar, and no, they don't. You can't taste it at all. Just make sure you rinse them off really well. So I'm just going to get those in the container with the strawberries. And like I said, I would have really liked to get more produce prepping done this weekend, but I'll probably have to do that on Monday after work, which is fine. But it's definitely something that I need to get done on the weekends, or we just will not prep our produce, or we won't eat it, and that is a waste, right? So now we are going to make dinner. I am making this Green Chef meal, which turned out so delicious. Smoky pork patties. Adam really liked this, and it turned out really good. I love all of the flavors and the sauces and everything that Green Chef has. Green Chef is one of the companies that I have been working with for the longest here on my channel, so as always, I appreciate their support. Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic meal kit company that helps you cook clean, delicious dinners week after week with step-by-step recipes and pre-measured premium ingredients that save you time. They have options for every lifestyle, including keto and paleo, vegan, gluten-free, vegetarian, fast and fit, and Mediterranean. I really appreciate the amount of variety that they have in their meal plans. If you guys haven't checked them out, I would highly encourage you to do so. Their ingredients and their meals are always just super high quality. You get really great portions, and regardless of the type of diet that you're on, Green Chef offers a direct path to eating well with pre-prepped and chopped organic ingredients and easy to follow recipes that makes eating well easy and affordable, and they have options to fit every kind of lifestyle. Green Chef's premium organic ingredients are just the ticket to feeling balanced, energized, and revitalized throughout the year. So like I said, tons of variety. There's something for everyone. Another thing I love about their recipes is that they're super easy to follow. They have step-by-step instructions and chef tips and photos to guide you along. So if you're not very experienced in the kitchen, it is a great option. Everything is super convenient and easy. All of their recipes are pretty quick to make. I don't think it's ever taken me longer than 30 minutes to make a Green Chef meal, and all of the sauces and dressings and spices are pre-measured so you can get more flavor in less time. Even though it's the weekend, I was super glad to have this Green Chef box to cook from because I was so busy doing other stuff today. It's just nice not to have the mental energy to, take that to think about what you want to make for dinner. It's like, boom, I already have this. Let's make it. Done. Super easy and quick. The best part is they are offering my viewers an awesome discount. This discount is huge. You can use my code JenChapin130 to get $130 off. Plus, you're going to get free shipping on your first box. You can go to greenchef.com for more details. Once again, the link will be in the description box below. For $130 off plus free shipping on your first box, you can go to greenchef.com and use code JenChapin130 to get that fantastic deal. I highly recommend their meal kit service. Okay, so what I've done here is just prep my cauliflower. I washed it and cut it up into bite-sized pieces. We're gonna be roasting that in the oven. So I just tossed it in a bowl with some olive oil, salt and pepper, and then some of the smoky paprika seasoning that came in the kit, which turned out really good. I love that they have, new like flavors and spice blends and stuff that I wouldn't normally think to use. And I love roasted cauliflower, and so this was right up our alley. While the cauliflower's in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and slice up my onion. This particular meal is basically like a bed of slaw, and then you have a pork patty on the top that's really flavorful with that smoky seasoning, and then caramelized onions. Now, I was excited actually to make this meal for Adam, and I partially picked this to make tonight because I knew he would like it. He really likes caramelized onions. So what I did was I just sliced these onions up thin, and I put them in a nonstick skillet with a couple tablespoons of olive oil, and then I just cooked those over medium heat for probably about 10 to 15 minutes, just like really low and slow so I could get the most flavor out of them. And then towards the end, I added a couple tablespoons of water just to kind of let them simmer down, and they turned out really good. I do not care for caramelized onions, but that was okay with Adam because he got to eat most of them, and then we even had some leftovers that he was able to take to work on Monday. For the pork patties, I just put my ground pork in the same bowl that I used for the cauliflower, and I'm adding my smoky paprika seasoning. And I'm also going to season this with a little bit of salt and pepper. The flavor on these was really great. And then I'm also going to add just a couple tablespoons of the flavored mayo. I think it was like a Creole Dijonnaise or something like that they included. That also gave a lot of good flavor to the patties as well. And then I'm just going to mix that up with a fork and form them into 4 even-sized patties. Okay, so here's a look at my onions as they start to caramelize. Like I said, just make sure that you keep your heat on either medium or medium-low heat. Otherwise, they will burn on the outside before they get a chance to caramelize all the way through. I'm gonna go ahead and make the slaw before I cook the burgers so it has a little bit of time to sit. And this is just some pre-cut cabbage, red and green cabbage. And then they also included this cilantro vinaigrette, which was highly delicious. So I just added that that to cabbage, and then I added some cotija cheese, which gave a little bit of salty flavor to the slaw. And I also seasoned this with pepper. I didn't really have to add any salt because the cheese was salty enough, so make sure that you taste it. And then I'm just going to mix this up and let it sit. So I'm going to go ahead and use my stainless steel pan to cook the pork patties in, just because it gives it a really nice crust. You could use a non-stick pan as well, and you can see the progress here on my onions. They look really delicious if I liked caramelized onions. I will eat them in French onion soup, just FYI if anyone wants to make me any of that. I'm kidding. So you can see that my pork patties have gotten some really good color on one side. I ended up flipping these over, cooking them, and then just putting them in a 300-degree oven until I was sure that they cooked all the way through. And here is what the plate looked like finished. We have our roasted cauliflower with the Creole Dijonnaise over the top. That turned out so good. The slaw with the pork patty and caramelized onions on the top. Highly recommend Green Chef. You guys be sure to use my discount code and link down below and give it a try. So now dinner is over and it's time for me to get some dishes washed up. I really had a goal to go to bed tonight with a clean sink, and I did make it happen. So hallelujah for that, because it doesn't always happen. The other thing that I wanted to get done this weekend and didn't, which is fine because I can do it Monday after work, was to assemble a lasagna, because I do have one to deliver later this week for Lasagna Love. You guys know I volunteer for that organization, and it's actually someone who I've delivered to quite frequently before. So she was very excited to get the text from me. She does not have a working oven, so it's one that I bake and deliver hot to her, and she's always so appreciative, and it's very, very rewarding. So I'm just going to get finished washing these dishes, and then I also needed to refill my dish soap. I'm basically all the way through all of the Mrs. Meyer's dish soap that I've purchased from Grove Collaborative over the years. So I'm actually going to be putting in an order this week to order some more. I believe they have a new scent called Daisy, or yeah, is it Daisy? I can't remember, but I'm really excited to try that out. Some of you guys ask if I still do order from Grove, and yes, I do. Not as frequently as before, probably, I don't know, every 3 months or something like that, but I can't find Mrs. Meyer's scents anywhere in the town where I live, so it's just as easy for me to order it from Grove. But this was actually part of a set that I had gotten that came with like 2 glass dispensers, one for dish soap, one for hand soap, and then the refills. So I went ahead and put that together. Okay, and next I'm going to clean out my garbage disposal. I always tell you guys I prefer the CLR packets, but my Walmart doesn't have them. So when I'm there, I just get these Glisten ones, and they work out just fine. So hallelujah for a clean sink on Sunday night. Now it is time for me to set up my coffee bar. This is the one thing that I wanted to get accomplished this weekend. Here is the piece of furniture that I am using. I ordered this on Amazon, so I will be sure and link every single thing that I'm using down below. You guys will find all the links in the description box, but I'm really happy with this piece of furniture. I feel like sometimes when you order online or from Amazon, you're not quite sure what you're gonna get, but this is a really nice, solid piece of furniture. Thank you to Adam for putting it together for me. It did come in 3 large boxes, and it took him, I think, 2 nights after work to assemble it, but I'm super happy with how that turned out. So I want to show you guys some of the stuff I got to decorate my coffee bar with. So obviously some of the things I shared with you yesterday in my Hobby Lobby haul. This coffee time sign I actually got at Walmart a while back, and I've just kind of been saving it for now. I'm also going to include my Bodum French press. I got all of these little signs off of Amazon. These 3 little signs right here came in a set, and then this one came separately, which I think is hilarious. Adam actually read that and then he laughed out loud, which I thought was funny. I also got this mug rack. So this is gonna go actually on top of the coffee bar because that's where I have room for it, and I kind of tested it up there already and it looks really nice. And then I'm trying to do like a black and white type theme, so I just went ahead and pulled all my mugs that were black and white. I have several like Ray Dunn mugs, and then these came from Walmart. This is a Starbucks mug. I did get this rotating K-cup organizer as well because I thought that would look nice. I'm gonna end up having 2 coffee machines on there, a regular Keurig and my Nespresso. And then this faux plant I got on Amazon, and I thought it was larger in the picture, but it's gonna work for what I need it for, so it's fine. These are dishes that I got a long time ago from my great grandma on my dad's side. They are, I don't know anything about China. They say on the back, J&G Meakin, England, Sterling. I don't know. The pattern is a forget-me-not and sort of like a green color, which I like. So I have like saucers, dessert plates, regular dinner plates, and then I also have some bowls, and then there's some tea cup or coffee cups over there as well. I got all of these skinny syrups in a set, and again, I'll link all of this stuff down below if you guys want to replicate any of it, but all of these came in a set and they come with pumps, so they're all sugar-free syrups. This one is salted caramel, vanilla caramel cream, and white chocolate. And then I got this mat. This was like specifically for a coffee bar mat, and I don't know, I just thought it would be neat to have something on there that could maybe, you know, catch any drips to kind of save the surface of the top. And then this is just a vase that I have in my stash, and I just filled this up with a bunch of my Nespresso pods. I am going to, I don't know if I'm going to keep this out on the top of it. This is a coffee grinder that I haven't really used much, but I guess when you need a coffee and a grinder, you need a coffee grinder. And then this is my kettle, my electric kettle. So I'm gonna put this probably in one of the cabinets underneath. This is some Blue Willow, a dish that my grandma gave me. So I'm gonna include that, and then my milk frother. And then this is the Keurig that I ended up ordering to go with this because I wanted something smaller that would fit, and our old Hamilton Beach coffee maker has been kind of crapping out on us, and every once in a while we'll put a cake up in there and it will explode, and it's just super annoying. This is the same one that I have upstairs in my office, and I really like the white. I think it will go well with like the black and white aesthetic I'm trying to accomplish. My first task was to decorate the top of the cabinet, and really what I envisioned for this cabinet was sort of a coffee bar situation. However, I did want a place to be able to store some of my dishes as well, and that was part of my motivation in getting both the buffet style with the hutch on top. It ended up working out super perfectly, and this little hutch actually had more space than I thought it did. So I'm just kind of trying to arrange the mugs on here in a way that I think it looks good. And no, I'm not a professional home decorator. I just try to do the best I can and put it together until I think it looks nice. So I'm happy to report I was able to add that to the top of the coffee bar without incident. It was kind of heavy. You guys can kind of see how tall this piece of furniture is. It's just about as tall as my stove. So, or I'm sorry, my refrigerator. So it's pretty large. So I added the mug rack up there, and then on the right hand side, I added this little sign that says "Be Bold." I think that turned out really cute there. I love it. And then I put that kind of white platform over on the left hand side along with my French press. Obviously the French press is a functional piece, but then also kind of serves as a decorative piece as well. And then this little plant, it ended up working out okay. It was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be in the Amazon picture. So, you know, Amazon strikes again with the pictures not showing up as desired, but it ended up working out okay, and I think it looks really nice up there. And I like kind of how the green tendrils sort of stream down over the side. For the top of the bar, I decided to put that mat in the middle, and then I wanted to put my coffee makers on either side. So I do have the regular Keurig, and then the Nespresso is going to go on the other side. But I definitely wanted to have some type of mat on the surface of the hutch just to protect it. Obviously, I want to try and keep my furniture as nice as possible. And I really like too that this has kind of the little cutout in the back where you can feed the cords back in there. I did end up having to use a power strip, which I'll show you a little bit later, but I did also assemble one of my syrup pumps. These are really good, actually. I was kind of hesitant to buy the skinny syrups because I wasn't sure. Sometimes the sugar-free stuff, you know, isn't quite as delicious as you think it's going to be, but I actually like them. I've made a couple of iced lattes with them now, and I highly recommend them. Next, I turn my attention to these two little shelves in the middle here. I really like how the black and white kind of turned out with the pops of green. I just love it. I told Adam last night when we went to bed, I was like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy at this little coffee bar. It's just like so funny the way that these little things make you happy. But I'm basically just trying to arrange everything in here so that nothing falls over and you can see all of the little signs and the sayings. And yes, my daughter has thoroughly made fun of me for being so basic with all of my coffee paraphernalia, but that's fine. In the top left, one with the glass door, I added those old dishes that were passed down to me. And in the right side, I put that blue willow piece. I'm super excited to have these dishes kind of displayed now in a way that I can see them, because previously they've just been in a box in my kitchen cabinets. So I'm really excited to have those pieces from my family out and on display. Next, I'm going to go ahead and fill my K-cup rack. This I think looks really nice. It's obviously a functional piece that holds all of your K-cups, but then it also helps to kind of just give some height and some decoration to the top of the coffee bar. I know that the Nespresso makes regular coffee. Yes, I know that, but sometimes I just want a plain brewed cup of coffee. And we decided to pass on our regular pot coffee maker because we just don't make pots of coffee that often, like if at all. I think the last time I made a pot of coffee is, I can't even remember, probably like even before COVID, when we had people over to our house and then we had coffee with dessert or something like that. Very rarely do I make a pot on the weekends for Adam and I. Normally I just make the single serving cups, so this works out just fine. And that rack does come in different finishes as well. This little cup holder I also ordered and I love it. I can put my iced latte cups in there on one side along with the lids on the other side. If you had paper disposable cups, those would also fit in there, but I was happy to be able to find that and order that as well. So in this drawer, I decided to put my Nespresso pods. I looked at several things online that were basically like foam drawer inserts, and they had spaces in there that you could put the Nespresso pods, but honestly the foam took up so much of the drawer, I just thought it would be a waste of space, and I wanted all my espresso pods separated out anyway, so I just went ahead and put them all in this drawer, and it works out just fine because the drawer is right below the Nespresso machine. You can just pull a couple out. So I decided to make an iced latte to show you guys how I do it. So I'm just going to use 2 shots of this really strong espresso, and you can order this on Amazon as well, or you can order it from the Nespresso website. But I go ahead and brew 2 shots of it into just a regular coffee mug or glass. I don't like to brew the espresso over the ice, which I know is sometimes how people do it. I prefer to mix my milk and my coffee and then kind of pour it all together over the ice so that the ice doesn't melt quite as much. I love extra ice in my coffee, so I'm going to go ahead and fill my cup up all the way to the top with ice. Yes, even when I go out for coffee, I always ask for extra ice because I do not want my iced latte to be warm, and I hate the taste of warm milk. I can't deal with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my 2 shots over the ice, and then I'm going to kind of rinse my espresso mug out there with the rest of the milk just to make sure I get it all. Pour the milk over there. You can use almond milk, you can use 2% whole skim, whatever you want. Give it a little bit of a stir, and then I'm just gonna put 1 pump of that, I forget what it is, caramel vanilla or something like that. Really good. I only put 1 pump in my drinks because I do not like it that sweet at all, but that's how I make my iced latte. It turns out super delicious every time. Okay, let's review. I am very happy with how this all turned out. So let me show everything to you. I wanted to mention also that see over there, I put my wreath that I got from Hobby Lobby up there on my range hood, and then I took the wreath that was up there and put it on the front door. I'll show you that in a little bit. So up here I have this sign, and then the mug rack, I decided to put my little peace sign up here, some little coffee signs, and my little faux plant from Amazon. So I really like the way that looks. And then in these shelves, I just put some more decor, a little fake plant from Hobby Lobby. This is just like regular ground coffee, so I left that there, it fit in there. And then I stole this from another place in the house and put it there just for a little green. I really like the black and the white with the pop of green. I think it looks really nice. I have wanted to put decorations on the tops of my cabinets in my kitchen forever. I just don't know what to do, and it seems very overwhelming, but now that I've like decorated the top of this, I think I have some ideas. So we'll see. I don't know. I want to do that for a while. I just haven't, you know, had the inspiration to do so. So in this side over here, I have some of my clear coffee cups, and then my old, you know, china dishes, hand-me-downs from my family in the back. And then here's the plates. And then over here, I have that blue willow dish. I think I should probably clean this glass out and put it together for me. And then some Nespresso pods, and then my bowls back in there. And then this is where I'm gonna store the cups that I use to make my iced lattes in. They also had this on Amazon in black, so they had a couple different colors. My espresso, I actually just ran a clean cycle through this because I hadn't done it in a while. I went ahead and just put 2 of the syrups up here along with one I already had. This is hazelnut, the caramel cream, vanilla, and white chocolate. And then I really like how this turned out. So I still have some of the Starbucks holiday blend coffees, which they don't really taste anything like holiday, like they just taste like coffee. So I have those out, and then these are just some different ones that I got at Hy-Vee. And then I still need to run a clean cycle through this. What I ended up having to do was I had to get a power strip and put it back there. You guys can probably see it a little bit. I had to put a power strip back there because the cords weren't long enough to plug in over here. And plus all of these appliances have a ground plug in them, so I couldn't just use a regular extension cord, so that's why I had to use the power strip. But I really like this Keurig, kind of how slim it is. I guess, you know, we're not gonna have a coffee pot now, but honestly, we never use our coffee pot. Like, we always just brew individual cups of coffee. And if I want to make a larger amount, I can always use my French press, or I have a pour over down here too. This is the Nespresso milk frother, which works super well. If you've never had one of these, you can do cold or hot frothed milk, which is really nice. So that's there. Everything's all plugged in. Adam actually had the suggestion to put the mat in the middle here with the coffee makers on the sides, so you could kind of see the writing, so that was good. And then in this drawer, as you saw, I just separated out all of my espresso pods because I wanted those separate, and then I just put the coffee ones in here. The nice thing about Nespresso is that it does tell you on them how much it brews, so you can tell like these are 1.35 ounces, so those are espresso. And in this drawer I just have some manuals and some extra pumps for the extra syrup. And then this is actually like something that you can put your own ground coffee in and use it in the Keurig. So if I ever want to use ground coffee, I can use it with that. And then they have these tip over restraints, so Adam said he wasn't going to put them on here for now because this piece of furniture is like very heavy duty. If we had little kids, we would use it, but my kids are not going to be playing on this and tipping it over. But if you have little kids, that's something that you definitely want to do. And then in here I just have some coffee filters. I don't know if and when I'll ever use these, but I'm just going to keep them for now. I have some straws in there, and then we don't really use like sweetener in our coffee, but I have some left, so I just put it in there. And then down in here I have my electric kettle, some extra Nespresso pods, some extra cups, extra Keurig cups, and then my coffee grinder. There's also this kind of like wine rack thing down here too. I don't know, I don't drink a lot, like hardly at all really anymore, so I don't know. I mean, I have some wine out in the refrigerator in the garage, and like sometimes we'll have wine with dinner, but I don't know. I guess if I collect some more wine, I'll put it I'll put it in there. But yeah. And then down here I just put a fake plant, my pour over coffee, and a little sign. And then on this side I have my extra bagged coffee down there and extra syrup. So yeah, I'm super excited with how this turned out. Let me know what you guys think Did I inspire you to make your own coffee bar? It just makes me so happy. It's just one of these things that I'm gonna look at and it's gonna make me happy. Kira was actually kind of making fun of me earlier. She's like, wow, I have the most basic mom ever. I'm like, whatever, bye. Okay, and then I have to share with you what I did with my St. Patrick's Day goodies. So yes, I have reached like peak mom decorate for the seasons status. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I don't really decorate my whole house for every single season, obviously, but I do like having this tiered tray here on the front entry because, you know, I can just put a couple things on it and it's like, oh, that's, you know, that's cute for Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day or whatever. I mean, really the only time I decorate my whole house is Christmas. Like, other than that, I'm not just like decorating with a bunch of themed stuff. But I put my little green truck up here. I just love this little leprechaun. He's kind of cheesy, but he's got a rainbow and that's cute. And this little shamrock back here. This is actually Isabel Bloom. Is that what they call it? I think it was my mom's cousin that gave one to me and my sister at her funeral. And then my little sign, be happy. And then yeah, I love this little felt garland. I just think it's so dang cute. And then I just have this plant here and a typewriter, an old typewriter, because I collect typewriters if you didn't know. And then this is my canvas that I got from Lindsay Letters. I love it. I love this quote. It's my favorite quote. As soon as I saw that she had this on a canvas, I like bought it right away because it's my favorite quote in the history of ever. And I just love having it in the front entry here. And then I will show you, I'm trying to be careful opening the door because the dog's gonna bark. But yeah, this was the wreath that I had up there. So I just hung that little shamrock in the middle of it and bam, I guess we've got probably 3 weeks until St. Patrick's Day, but it's fine. We'll enjoy it while it lasts. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this weekend prep. I do really enjoy filming them for you guys, and I hope you got some inspiration maybe for putting together your own coffee bar. If you do or you have something similar, please take a photo and tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. Also, thank you again to Green Chef for sponsoring. Don't forget to check out that coupon code down below. It's a fantastic deal that will be in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.